I'm Laura, and today I'm going to make a chicken casserole dish. For this recipe, you will need leftover chopped up rotisserie chicken, 2 cups or 8 ounces of cheddar and Monterey Jack cheese, or whatever you prefer, 1 can of condensed cream of chicken soup, 1 can of cheddar cheese condensed soup, 8 ounces of frozen broccoli, and 3 cups of cooked minute rice that's already been cooled, and milk. So to get started, we're going to put our stove at medium heat, and we're going to add our cream of chicken soup. And for the right consistency, I like to use, for milk, 3/4 of a can. Actually, we'll lower this to medium-low. All that in there. Stir that around. And do the same thing for the cheddar cheese. You scoop it out. And we're going to do the same thing. All we're going to do is add 3/4 of a can of milk to this. Perfect. We're going to lightly stir this until the soup is blended in with the milk. Okay, so the soup has blended in with the milk, and now it's time to add our frozen broccoli. And since the broccoli is frozen, you want to just let it heat up in the soup for just a couple of minutes. And then we have some rotisserie chicken that I made the night before, and we're gonna mix this in. We're going to add our chicken. Next, we're going to add some pepper. Mix that in. This looks really good. I'll show you in a second. And we're just going to let that heat up for about 2 minutes. You can add salt if you want to, but considering that we're using condensed cream of chicken and cheddar soup, and we're also going to use some cheese, it's already going to have some extra salt, so I just omit that, but you can feel free to add as much as you want. Let me show you how it looks like. As you can see, that's how it looks like when it's all incorporated. And then once the broccoli is heated up in about 2 minutes, we're going to go ahead and add our cheese. It's time to add the rice. This has been completely cooled, and it's 3 cups of minute rice. We're going to turn off the heat, and we're going to add our cheddar and Monterey Jack cheese. I'm going to save a tiny bit of cheese for the top, for the crust. Okay, so we're going to mix that together now. Okay, great. So let me show you how it looks like. Okay, can you see that? Okay, so that's the broccoli and the cheese and the chicken and the soup and the milk and some pepper. Okay, so now next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna incorporate this mixture into a buttered 9x13 dish. I've lightly buttered it, and I preheated the oven to 350. So let's go ahead and do that. You can see the gooey cheese. You need to add 1/3 cup of breadcrumbs. Place it on the surface of the breadcrumbs right here. And don't forget, we have that leftover cheese that I saved. just a little bit, not too much. So we're going to do 350 degrees for 25 minutes, and then for the last 5 minutes, after the 25 minutes is up, we're going to broil it for 5 minutes on the top so that we get the crust nice and brown. And when it's time for that, I'll come back and show you. Okay, so I broiled it for a couple of minutes and let it cool for about 15 minutes. And I'm just going to have a little bite, as you can see. It has a nice brown crust, golden brown. It looks really good. And I'm going to try some right now. As you cut into it, you hear the crunch. That's the best part. Piece. You watching this? Real good. I really hope you enjoyed watching my first video, and stay tuned for future videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.